and welcome back to the Quality Hotel Residence in Sandnes. Welcome back to Norway Chess 2013. We're following the 8th game of Norway Chess 2013 and a first game has finished. My name is Dekian Tenkhözenam. I'm the editor of New in Chess, and with me here, and it continues to be a pleasure, is Norwegian Grandmaster Simen Agdestein. The first game to finish is the one between Veselin Topalov and Levon Aronian. They just drew their game, and we are very pleased that they are here. So they are joining us now. Thanks a lot, Levon Aronian and Veselin Topalov, for joining us. That looked like a deep theoretical discussion. You were following a game, well, at least as far as I could see, you were following the game Grishuk-Leko, or were there more games in this position?
There has to be many games, I guess, but I think there is just one conclusion.
Yeah.
Black has to make an easy draw.
You think that the the white initiative, or I mean, you can give that pawn and there's enough play for it.
I mean, that's the general conclusion.
And had you come to that conclusion already before the game, or it was something that became more and more clear during the game?
I've played this line with white some time ago. I even actually played this line against Veselin himself, but he responded differently. And I always try to find some idea there for white, but I failed. So why not to try to black?
Yeah.
I thought.
Is that, well, I mean, today while you're playing black, is then the first idea, let's see if to begin with there's equal play and only then we think of more, or were you just happy with the draw?
Generally I try to keep it solid, and especially against Veselin, who's dangerous with white. You have to keep it solid.
And Veselin, what were your thoughts on this opening?
Well, the thing was that we were not completely sure if Levon was going to play exactly this line, and it's a very solid one. So, well, you know, it was just a very small idea, and okay, black has to be a little precise, but objectively we of course knew it shouldn't be enough. And okay, I somehow won a pawn, and it's like psychological advantage, but it's only symbolic.
But is bishop e3 the idea that you prepared, or?
More or less, yeah, but it's of course very little. But we knew. The thing was that just before the game we saw Levon with black. He doesn't have so big experience in this line, and just because it's also not so easy to find fresh ideas every game, and it was just a very solid option, you know. But of course it's very little.
Yeah. Are there any, well, should we have a brief look at that point where you tried this new idea? Or?
The thing is that more or less it looks like absolutely nothing, but sometimes, it could become annoying position. You know, I think 96 is very good, and well, of course I can maybe even take immediately on b6, but then it doesn't really change much the situation. And here rook f7, okay, rook f6 is maybe also very precise, and always I can play this position where white takes on b6, and this kind of positions where I think it's very difficult to win simply. Because there are two weak pawns, and especially with two rooks, you know, black always has some counterplay, and it's very difficult to advance. So you have to, so it's just a draw then. So that's the reason I decided to go a5. h6 is okay, and now I'm winning a pawn, but here I put a trap, which is like, for example, if black decides to take back the pawn, then I think I pin the rook, the knight. So if rook a7, bishop b6 attacks both the rook and the knight, then rook has to go to a5. Okay, I have to put my bishop on a protected square. And
Why
then
not b6?
because then I thought, oh yeah, that's true. In fact, yeah, you're absolutely right. I totally missed this move. Yeah, and it's quite easy.
It's quite an obvious trap.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, actually, yeah. So okay, I expected. I'm not. It doesn't look like I'm in a top form. So rook c8. It doesn't change much, but okay, the rook on b8 is more precise,
Yeah,
more active.
I was trying to welcome you to play things like
And
rook
then
a7 actually.
if I put rook a7, rook f6, then black has activity, because always it doesn't matter if I put my king on h1 or f1, the knight goes to h3, and I can never, I can never make a progress,
Can actually lose this one.
Well,
Knight on h3.
not really lose, but
I thought you would play king f1, then
but
just
that's the
rook
same,
b2,
yeah.
and there
Yeah.
is no point in white's position. 'Cause
So,
knight h3
so then I first prevented the rook from going to f6, and then after, and now, okay, this is just a very active position for black. I think Levon, he played really very precise.
No, I was really hoping that you would play something like this,
And
and it doesn't make sense for you, but I was just
trying to win, yeah.
Yes, I was daydreaming here, and suddenly white is probably worse because
Yeah,
king
it
d1,
could
rook
be,
b2, and the
yeah.
king is coming,
Like, no, but even
Or rook
even if
e7
you-
check, yeah,
even-
or this stuff like rook e7 check, king g6, king e1, king h5.
the point is that I didn't see the the idea that even check and at some point and
But
king,
then you have the rook
then
e2.
rook
No,
e2,
just
yeah.
king h5 is very precise because king on f5 is getting under
Yeah,
checks.
but it's too slow.
Yeah. Black
So,
might
okay,
progress there.
So h4 and g5, he's changed one more pawn, and then it's very little simply. I mean, it's simply already a draw. Okay.
I mean, if I want, I can take on f2 with the knight and defend the rook against
Yeah.
bishop, but there is no urge for that.
So it's just a draw.
Okay, I have a question, because Petter Swede said that playing against Ivanchuk was like a free day, because he didn't need to prepare, because it was totally unpredictable anyway. Does this feel like a free day for you, playing this game? Or do you spend any energy playing such a game like this?
Well, you spend a lot of energy preparing, that's for sure. So that's not really a free day.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think sometimes you spend more energy, especially like in a game like today, you spend more energy at home than you would spend during the game.
Well, and when we're talking about, 2 days ago we were talking about oxygen, Seaman, because at the island, Seaman had the feeling that he got an overdose of oxygen. Yesterday we went on those speedboats. Did you get enough oxygen there?
Not that it made any difference today, but
No.
I guess it was very nice.
Because you get enough oxygen as it is, because you're going cycling every day. And
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
so, did you go out this morning to see the parade?
Yes, it was very interesting. In fact,
Yeah.
lots of people, and
Okay.
as you know, I understand that in a small country like Norway or Armenia, we all celebrate our national day.
Mhm.
It's a big celebration. So,
When is the National Day in Armenia? On which date?
September 21.
And then there's similar festivities? or-
Certainly.
I can mention, because Olympiad was in Armenia some years ago, and it was a kind of a parade there also at night, so it was very, very noisy. But when we woke up, there were tanks and troops all over the town. That was quite special.
No,
That
that was
was-
not a celebration. It was election.
It was just before the election.
Yeah,
Is that when the tanks come in?
sometimes, but
So
not
that's how you
anymore.
do the-
Not
that's-
anymore.
That's how they do the parades in Armenia, with tanks. Not anymore. No. Mm.
Well, yesterday, or the day before yesterday, we started a small new tradition. That before you leave, you have a brief look at the other games and enlighten us. What is happening today? So we have Nakamura Rajabov.
Ah, we can actually see.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. Well, it looks like a very big advantage for white. Looks, and the time advantage is there. So
Mhm. Okay. Then there's Anand against Hammer.
feels like there has to be a mate there.
Mhm. It smells like mate.
Smells like mate.
Okay. And
But there's like, looks like only move rook d7, no? Absolutely only move.
Queen c7 does not work.
There's check simply, losing. I
King,
think.
yeah,
King
because,
e2.
because
King
it takes
e2, rook e8 check, and king f3, and maybe check, or some, I don't know.
Mm. Not so
It's
easy. huh?
also possible.
Not so easy. Yeah, but
Check
rook
and
d7
check and
should...
queen f3, queen f3 check, no? Or where do you go with the king?
No, rook d7 should win.
No, rook d7 should be, yeah. Just no moves.
You take on
Queen
g6.
d5, queen d5 is a threat, and then I take on g6 and it should be made simply.
Mhm.
Queen f6 and rook h1. Yeah.
so that's what you think, Rook d7?
Probably rook e8 is better than the move bishop d7, but still
Mm.
it's like not even g4 I think wins there.
And there's Peter Svitler against Sergei Karyakin.
I have a feeling white has an advantage because he plays c4 and things
Mm.
like this. Yeah, I get overly excited when I see pair of bishops. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't play b3 in fact in general. I thought that he would just keep these structures
Mm.
there because it's a risky decision to play c4 anyway. But
Mhm.
probably black cannot do anything about it.
Yeah.
No, I think b3 and c4 is a good plan actually.
But what if he goes a5?
Anyway, c4, c4 I guess.
a4?
And a4, yeah. And probably he
Or even takes
calculated-
bishop b4. Is
Yeah.
it?
No, well.
Maybe b3 is imprecise.
Okay, and then finally there's Magnus Carlsen against Wang Hao.
Looks solid.
A
Black
little
shouldn't
bit
have...
better for white, but
Mm.
maybe.
I don't think black
No,
should
just
have any
equal
problems.
maybe,
Yeah.
Mm.
shouldn't be-
Just equal.
It seemed like that knight on d6, that looked a bit brave, jumping there.
Yeah.
I had the feeling Magnus was better, but then the next time I looked at the board. It was already the knight on d6, and his beautiful bishop was exchanged, so it didn't look that much anymore.
And you will face Magnus tomorrow, a big day. It's
As any day.
as any day. All your days are big days.
In such big tournaments,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah, and it starts at noon, so 3 hours earlier. Is that difficult to change your rhythm to that?
Yeah, but we're used to that. We people who played many open tournaments, we're
Mm.
used to that.
Yeah. But still, every day. I mean, do you change your routine on the night before such a day, or what do you do, or you just skip some of the routine on the next day?
Yeah, you think about it. I mean, I normally try just to care about the sleep, much less about the chess content,
Well,
preparation.
but I think it's probably much more difficult to have a 20-minute nap when you start at noon than when it's
That's why
3.
you need to compensate by having a proper sleep.
And forget about the nap.
Yes.
Yeah.
No nap this time.
No nap. Good. Well, I was going to say, well, thanks and lots of success in the rest of the tournament. But now I'm also tempted to say stay with us because I see some new guests have arrived and they look great.
Yes, you certainly should stay with us.
Did you see the first one? No, of course you missed the first group. Seamen, what are they called again?
The Rousse.
The Rousse.
This is how they graduate, and they celebrate. They are about to graduate because they haven't graduated yet.
Right.
There. And
Okay.
this is so.
No, it's not about chess. We have got visitors.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So, Levon, do you have any question for the Rousse? I mean, can you imagine? They are preparing for their exams, their final exams, and this is how they do it. They party. You're wearing these 14 days, the same clothes. 1 month. Oh, sorry. 1 month.
You have to cheer up, before important things. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I ask you something? What do you get? You get different things that you collect. What do you get if you do something with a world-class chess player? Do you get anything?
Who knows?
They could give you an autograph.
That's not one of the nods, but we can maybe.
They get nods for doing crazy things. And but normally it's.
It's about alcohol.
It's about alcohol.
Yeah.
Okay.
And well, you have, let's say, text written all over your clothes, and well, you have some on your face.
Yeah, it was for the parade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're allowed to take that off later. Or?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I haven't been wearing this for a month. It's only since this morning.
Okay. Well, you never know. And the small flag on your cheek, that's also only today.
Only today.
Yeah.
Do you choose the publicity and everything?
Yeah, you paint things and you kind of take pictures and you can iron on them. And friends write on your kind of jeans as well. Yeah.
And the color shows which schools you're from.
I see.
We
I
have
see.
many ideas for the FIDE dress code.
Yes. It looks, that would be great if we change the FIDE dress code and first talk with these ladies and ask their advice. Yeah. So the parade is finished for you?
Yes.
Yeah. So now it's back to drink.
Yes.
And
Tough
food.
life. And?
And food.
And food.
Yeah.
Yeah, you deserve that. Yeah. So
But,
great.
I have a few questions to those.
Of course.
But
Oh wait. Yeah, you can speak because you have a microphone.
we need to have a proper look at you because maybe we should have them in front because.
You want to have them in front of the
yes,
table again?
we need to analyze them a little bit because they have collected nuts, haven't you?
Yeah.
So now we need to see what you have been doing the last month. Can you maybe come in front and show us a few of those nuts?
You're the only one that has it on your hat. Yeah.
Mm?
She's the only one that has her knots in the hat.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
you have plenty of nuts. Can you explain to us what are they about? These things here.
That one is, we had a big party for a whole weekend with the people from all over Norway.
Yeah.
So we got that one for that one.
And who gives them to you?
The place.
It's like the bracelet to get in. You just wear them and
Landstaffe, where all these big artists comes and we party a lot and drink.
Is it enough just to attend the party? Then you get that one? Or do you have to stay awake for 2 days or nights or
No.
something?
It's just enough to be there.
Just enough to be there, okay.
Ah, so that's easy.
Yeah, but you're drinking, so it's not that
Yeah. It gets complicated. If,
Yes.
Yeah. So is that the tough part, the drinking?
Yeah, kind of.
Can be, yeah. But someone has to do it. Yeah. So.
But I'm not sure if you know, but I think Stavanger, that's where Rousse all over Norway come, isn't it?
Yes.
It's actually the main place for the Rousse, Stavanger,
This
and
is
so
the-
many
That's
things.
where the party is.
the biggest
The
party.
biggest
The
party in
biggest
Norway.
party.
Yeah.
How many people come?
12,000.
12,000.
Yeah.
12,000 tickets that were sold.
And then what is it, a dance party or what, is there music?
It's concerts.
Yeah.
International artists.
Yeah? Some good ones?
Yeah.
Like? Who are you looking?
Movement.
Yeah?
First movement weather.
Okay. That's what you are looking forward to.
And
And
there
you?
are also some Norwegian bands like Kaiser's Orchestra.
Hmm.
Like Carpe Diem.
Tiny tempo.
So enough to look forward to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then lots of dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very good when you're drinking a lot, dancing.
Yeah.
Removes the alcohol. Yeah.
And there's another thing you probably don't know about, but you're probably a part of a big bus, are you? Are you not?
No.
You're not?
We're not.
What's that?
That's special,
Yeah.
because most of the Rousse in Norway, they are on a big bus, maybe, yes.
But it's too expensive.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Some have, but not
Yeah.
everybody.
How much money do they spend on that bus?
It depends on if it's a bus or a van.
Yeah. But the bus is maybe 2 million Norwegian kroner.
Oops.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
How many people would be on such a big bus?
25?
20 to
25?
30, yeah.
So if you are on such a bus, you simply have to party with the same people on the same bus throughout the whole
Every-
period,
Yes.
because if not, it would be kind of a waste of investment.
Good. And the things you have in those pouches, they are, well, those are things you, it's the same for
Painted and numbers and names.
Signatures.
signature.
Yeah.
Are you sponsored?
Me?
Yes, the green thing there looks like something.
No, it's just that I like Jägermeister.
Jägermeister.
Keep calm and drink Jägermeister.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Cold or with ice?
cold.
Yeah.
Of course.
Because some of those buses,
Yeah.
they have sponsors, don't they?
Yes.
How much is it worth being on such a bus for 1 month? How much do the sponsors pay for having their names written?
It depends what kind of company it is and
How much they want to give.
yeah.
And the bus.
Is that just charity, or do they expect something in return?
Charity, I guess.
And if you get a sponsor, you need to have their sticker on the car or the bus.
Mm.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Yes. And
Very impressed.
we haven't
No.
ain't over yet, because the previous group we had, they sang a song.
Ah.
How about you?
And they were really good.
What song did they sing?
Well, some sissy song. Was it something with, what was it, Spice Girls?
I don't know.
You can do better. You can do better than Spice Girls.
Don't you have a song?
Nej, kanske nationalsång.
Jag kan ganska långt.
The national.
We don't.
We didn't know our
I don't
national
know.
Yeah.
anthem.
Yeah.
No, but some pop song. You want a pop song?
You really want us to sing?
That was the point, but
Okay.
Solo time.
Shall we be better than the next group?
I think you should.
Like, kan halvvägs till.
Okay.
Okay.
Kom, jag kan.
Okej.
Tovetang, en gammal man. Hele byen kjenner han. Han som lever av gammelt brød og vann. Hvor han kommer fra, vet bare han. Tovetang.
wonderful.
Great. Much better than the Spice Girls. Yeah.
And just before we leave, I need some Rousse cards, because I have a daughter. She's 10 years. The kids in Norway, they collect these cards.
Ah.
And so, oh, thank you. Oh, these are wonderful.
This is not mine.
I don't have any more.
You don't. You use them
My
all.
last one.
Oh,
Yeah.
you just
Your
give them
last
away.
one.
Yeah.
That's a collector's item.
Yes, it certainly is.
So in 50 years, that will be worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
Does
They
it make any sense what you write in these cards?
Yeah,
It makes a lot of sense.
yeah.
Oh,
Jokes and stuff.
uh-huh.
Good.
Your address, Lura Ghetto, telephone, Samsung Galaxy, member of all the bitches, and Geil gemacht.
Yeah.
What's Geil gemacht?
It's a German group.
Oh,
Okay. Well, that all sounds very good.
it's a joker too.
Yeah,
There was a horse that came out of a fridge. Do you know what he said? The horse was freezing.
Good. Well, thank you very much, girls, and well, have fun partying and eating. Don't forget to eat. Very important. Very important. Yeah. And have fun at the concerts and everything, and the exams. Let's not forget the the exams.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for
Thank you.
coming here. Thank you. Bye bye. That's wonderful. Never thought I would get to know so much about Norwegian culture today.
Yes.
Yes. I want to go
So
back to
quite
school.
special.